Basketball punch. During a quarterfinal basketball match between France and Spain at the 2012 Summer Olympics in London, an aggressive defensive player became a solid hit to everybody's surprise. With 23 seconds left in the game, France forward Nicolas Batum, who was trying to intercept a pass to Spain guard Juan Carlos Navarro, but instead punched him in the groin, leading to Batum getting an unsportsmanlike foul. Blindfolded long jump. As is common practice in the long jump event, competitors wear blindfolds, leveling the playing field for the visually impaired. Competing at the 2015 World Championship in Doha for the Paralympic Games, blind long jump record holder Lex Gillette from the US had attempted his fourth jump of the day. However, instead of jumping on the sand, Gillette sprinted and leaped instead onto the side of the sand pitch.
His fourth round jump. Well, that's got
athletes struggling here with the noise from the crowd.
Despite the obvious pain, Gillette managed to immediately stand up and shake it off. Failed gate. At a motocross event in Sweden, competitors revved their bikes to start the race. However, the race gates failed to drop as the race began, leading to all the competitors' bikes getting stuck. Phantom goal. At a football game between Bayer Leverkusen and Hoffenheim, Leverkusen striker Stefan Kissling managed to score what could only be described as a phantom goal. In the 70th minute, Kissling headed the ball toward the goal, which flew wide to the left of the post, and into the side netting that eventually drew it into the actual goal.
Oh my goodness, it actually wasn't in. It was. How on earth that got through? A simple answer.
Replays had confirmed that the ball entered the goal via the side netting, but it was still awarded the goal. Awkward answer. While explaining her comeback win at the 2016 Australian Open, Australian pro tennis player Daria Gavrilova made things awkward when she chose the wrong words to describe her play.
Win this game, I'm done. So I'm good from behind.
Her slip of the tongue saying "I am good from behind" was received with roars and laughter from the crowd. Street Fighter DQ. High school students and wrestlers Austin Claw and Brent Pullum found themselves immediately disqualified seconds into the wrestling match when one of them made the Hadouken move from Street Fighter. The referee confirmed that the two wrestlers in the tournament were in cahoots and to add some playful fun to the match, which led to both of their disqualifications. Beer crash. During an NBA match between the Brooklyn Nets and the Washington Wizards, Nets forward Mason Plumlee tried to chase the ball, but instead ran into a waitress carrying a tray full of beers courtside.
Due to the hustle of Plumlee, let's see what happens. Oh, they wasted the whole thing.
Oh, man.
The mishap saw the cups falling into the fans, who got drenched in beer as the commotion caused a disruption as cleaners had to mop up after the crash. Failed kiss. Italian cyclist Vincenzo Nibali won Stage 2 of the 2014 Tour de France and managed to capture the yellow jersey. At his podium celebration, he managed to give two polite kisses to the podium girl standing on one side and continued his attempt with the other girl standing on the left. But he immediately instead met a deadpan side sweep. The hilarious rejection didn't matter for the Astana team rider, as he did manage to play it cool while celebrating his stage achievement. Squirrel touchdown. At the Kent State versus Louisville college football game, a squirrel was spotted midfield and instantly became the focus of the game. Announcers called the cute little animal's downfield move as the Cardinals crowd cheered the squirrel on.
Yeah, hey, look at him go. The 20. Wes, he might do it. Wes, he's gonna do it. Oh my goodness, buddy, do it. Do it.
The squirrel ran for an impressive 45 yards and even into the end zone to the cheers of the entire crowd before resting on the grass to catch its breath. Stephen slips. In 2019, playing against the LA Lakers, Golden State's Stephen Curry intercepted a bad pass from LA's Kyle Kuzma, leaving an open floor all to himself. But instead of the usual quick three or maybe even just a simple layup, Curry ran to the rim in order to attempt a dunk that he had never done before. Maybe just because he was excited. Curry slipped and fell for the attempt, and after bouncing back up, he then even tried a corner three to save face, but surprisingly, it airballed. Mascot crash. In minor league baseball, the mascot of the Norfolk Tides is a daredevil who often does a side drift on his ATV at a regular routine. On a couple of occasions, he has wiped out and stumbled into a crash. While the stunt may have left the individual inside the mascot unharmed, the same could not be said for the ATV, which unfortunately couldn't start. Smart flop. During Game 3 of the first round match between the Boston Celtics and Atlanta Hawks at the 2016 NBA playoffs, Celtics guard Marcus Smart had embellished contact with a little over 4 minutes left in the game and executed a shameful flop that was so obvious it was considered the worst flop in the NBA.
Kicking it. Crowder? No. And Smart went flying.
The antics had proved erroneous for the league and handed Smart a $5,000 fine. Bowling fail. At the 2005 Greater Omaha Classic Bowling Championship, the title match between Mike Machunga and Bill O'Neill proved unforgettable when in the 8th frame, O'Neill made his throw, but
a done deal. Mike Machunga has won his first ever title. Look at this! Now remember, that's not a...
His hands ended up getting stuck inside the ball, leaving him flying down the aisle. Kawhi's laugh. When superstar Kawhi Leonard was officially introduced by his team, then the Toronto Raptors in 2018, he answered questions during the annual media day. In one of his responses,
I don't even know where you're sitting at.
He's right there.
Yeah, the glasses, there you go.
He mentioned how he was a quote-unquote fun guy and let out a laugh that is now considered an internet meme. Sadako pitch. At a Hanshin Tigers match, 3 impersonators and the actual creepy girl from the movie The Ring better known as Sadako, threw out the first pitch despite having her hair covering her eyes. Ibrahimovic disrupts an interview. During the post-match interview after winning the Italian Series A championship, AC Milan's Antonio Cassano was playfully kicked in the back of the head by teammate Zlatan Ibrahimovic while being interviewed live on television.
Scelta? Assolutamente sì, però sempre nel cuore della Sampdoria.
Questo è il colpo di taekwondo di Ibrahimovic.
Baseball and bees. At a spring training game between the San Diego Padres and Colorado Rockies, a cloud of bees rolled through, temporarily invading the field and stopping the game.
Uh-oh. We're getting a swarm on the field. Look at everybody's hitting the deck. The bees again? Oh my gosh, I've never seen that. So the bees on the move.
The players then had to stoop down and lay down on the ground, so to avoid possibly getting stung. Ball stealing seagull. In 1998, at the PGA Tour's Players Championship, player Steve Lowry managed to find a good dry space to land his ball at the iconic 17th hole at TPC Sawgrass, which suddenly, a seagull landed on the grass and began toying with the ball. The bird then picked it up and flew it into the air before then letting it fall into the lake.
Oh, yep, we've got it. We have liftoff. Oh, no!
Baton pass fail. Considered as the worst baton handoff ever, during the women's 4x100 meter sprint event at the IAAF World Championship, China's team ended up getting disqualified after they botched a baton pass, which led the runners to go back to the passing zone in order to give it another try.
Head-to-head between Shelley and Fraser-Price. Oh, real shame just seeing pictures here, the Chinese having all sorts of problems. Oh,
They ended up getting disqualified after failing to complete the pass before the designated yellow line. Lastly, fan scores a goal. During the Carling Cup match between the Barnsley and Manchester United, two fans had invaded the pitch to score a goal against surprised Man U goalie, who was preparing for a goal kick. The fans were then later arrested for the incident, which was all but worth it. So, what do you think about these top 20 most WTF moments in sports? We'd love to hear what you think about them, and if there was any that we missed, let us know in the comment section down below as well. Also, if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that post notification bell so you never miss another update from us. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later.